remarks. My understanding is that he is on his way. You'll stand, join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First order of business, approval of minutes of the regular session of June 23. Motion discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously. Before we go on with unfinished business and the highlights, we need to take a moment of silence. We have been past couple of weeks lost some long time retired employees of the company. Those members are Janine Marcos, Lori Roby, Cheryl Bland, Jack Gins, and Edna Pepe. If you would, please join me in a moment of silence to remember those employees. Thank you very much. We have no unfinished business tonight, so that brings us to why many of you are here, the Brooke highlights presentations. Dr. Cook.
Dr. Pauls, members of the board, folks that are in attendance this evening. First of all, I'd like to thank you for coming this evening. This is the highlight of the meetings that we have, is to recognize some of our outstanding student athletes, and also we have their coaches here with them, and we have some folks that really performed well during the spring season. I am very glad that baseball, you did get on that field and experience that. So you christened that field, and softball, yours is soon to come. So we'll get all that taken care of as well. So first, we're going to start with softball. I'd like to ask the softball coaches if they can come up, coach. And coach.
Jason, can you come up?
How you doing there, coaches? Good. Living the dream? Absolutely. Every day, huh? All right, first of all, with softball, we'd like to introduce Emily McKinney. Just to tell you a little bit about her accomplishments, she was first team OVAC All-Conference, West Virginia OVAC All-Star Team, West Virginia North-South All-Star Game, West Virginia All-State Honorable Mention, and Buckeye 8 All-Conference. Again, let's give her a hand for all her accomplishments.
Yeah.
Ms. McKinney, congratulations. Next, we have Ms. Jasmine Wood. And Jasmine's accomplishments, second team OVAC All-Conference, West Virginia All-State Honorable Mention. Again, this is Jasmine Wood. Congratulations. Thank you, coaches. Do you want you to give one with both players? Mr. Murphy, you want to take one with both players?
Yeah, we can do that.
Any parents or relatives, any folks want to come take pictures with each other? All right, thank you all. Now we're going to move to baseball. I'd like to ask Coach Costain if he can come up. Baseball season had a good season. Went to the regionals, played very well throughout this year, as did softball. You have some. You're optimistic next year will be even better. You can build on the successes of this year. So, absolutely. First, I'd like to recognize Henry Anderson. Is Henry here?
We have two missing, though. They're playing tonight.
Okay, so Henry was first team OVAC All Conference, West Virginia All State Honorable Mention. That's Henry Anderson. Next we have Zach O'Meary,
Also playing.
first team OVAC All Conference, Zach O'Meary. Andrew Murdoch. Andrew was second team OVAC All Conference, West Virginia All State Honorable Mention, Andrew Murdoch.
Thank you. Yeah, you just enter.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Andrew.
You can too, Coach, if you want to come up here in the middle.
Stanley so tall.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought I'd see those checkerboard shoes, man. It's all about a checkerboard, baby.
That's it. That's it.
Next we have Aiden Provenzano, Buckeye 8 All Conference. Congratulations. Next we have Gino Provenzano, Buckeye 8 All Conference. Again, let's give our baseball players a hand this evening. Thanks, Coach. Thank you all for being here. Next, we move to track. First, we have, Coach DeCirio is here. Coach DeCirio is with softball. I was looking at comments, but it's Paul Giulio who is the coach. Huh? All right, first we have Marcus Reed. Marcus was fourth place discus, OVAC 5A, a throw of 148 feet, 8 inches. First place discus at the AAA Region 1 Championship. He threw 151 feet, 1 inch. And he was also fifth place discus, WVSSAC State Meet, a throw of 147 feet, 3 inches. Marcus Reed. For the All-Stars.
Yeah.
And it looks like Marcus has been lifting some weights, huh?
Yes, yeah.
And Chase was second place long jump, OVAC 5A, 20 feet, 11.25 inches. He was first place long jump, AAA Region 1 champion, 21 feet, 5.5 inches, and fourth place long jump, WVSSAC State Meet, 20 foot, 6.75 inches. Folks, let's give our student athletes for being here and joining us. We do truly appreciate the way that you represent Brooke County Schools on a day in and day out basis. So thank you very much to all the student athletes for being here and for all that you do for Brooke County Schools. Dr. Pauls.
All right, we're going to give you, you're welcome to stay for the remainder of the meeting. You're also welcome to leave. I'm going to take about 3 minutes to give you the chance to leave, and so we'll try to do so before we get up ready to practice.
Thank you. Thank y'all for being here.
We do have one delegate, however, I believe Alexandra is going to be speaking later. Okay, thank you. The library. Okay, thank you. Brings us to new business. School data discussion. Item A, Lori McLaughlin, Director of Pre-K, Curriculum Instruction for Elementary requests 4 items under item A. Motion to approve all. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously. Item B, Cory Murphy, Deputy Superintendent, requests the following 6 items under item B. The motion, discussion on any of them. Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Item C, Dr. Crook requests 2 of the following policies. I did not count them, but they're all there under item C.
Yeah, probably I do have a little bit more of a description for members of the board. Wanted to review them more so, and we will have some additional administrative guidelines that will also be seeking your approval. Based on this, the
Let's get
updates.
a motion first.
On my,
Sorry. We want to make a motion before we can discuss. The motion for approval. Now we can discuss them. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I gave you some extra narrative on the different policies, kind of what we do. And you remember the Neola platform where you have to go in and you edit. But a lot of the updates is from the legislative update. Neola does that now for us. And so I just have to go in and tweak it. And there's certain ones that have different options you can choose from after they have done the legalities of it. But a lot of it too is grammatical, where they use the term county instead of district now, assure versus insure. We're talking about for insurance purposes. But anyway, those have all been vetted by the Neola folks and updated with collaboration with us. And I've talked to my team about the policies and done the policies with our directors that are responsible for each specific area. So however you guys would like to proceed, if you want to review them, I can print out all of them for you, or look at the narrative. If you want to table it, you can do that too, or you can simply just trust me.
So any discussion on this?
What's these? I forget.
Personal electronic devices.
Okay, that's like phones.
That's phones, yes.
How are we gonna enforce that?
They are going to, Eric, because we talked about this again today, they are going to allow them to use them at breakfast and lunch, but they're storing them in their lockers throughout the day, so they will not be in the classroom.
What does that include, like Apple Watches, or the little things they put on?
No.
Because you know that'll be an issue.
That'll be the
Mhm. And what happens if they forget to put it in their locker at lunch and they go to class?
They will be sent to their locker to put the phone in the locker. And we're going to try to eliminate the sharing of lockers so there's no missing phones that show up, because when they share lockers, sometimes that happens.
They shouldn't be sharing lockers. There's enough
Exactly.
lockers in there for the middle school too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So the motion was to accept policies as they are. However, Dr. Crook has offered other options. Unless there's a change to that motion, it exists as accepting this list as it is. I have no preference.
He's basically, are you going to change? So they gave you options to choose from, Dr. Cook, is that what I?
Yeah, you go in on the form and it saves all your changes that you make. And so based on the options, we selected the ones on most of the stuff is that we currently do, or with the grammatical, I had to change it that way. But, you know, there are some options that you have. Some of it doesn't really apply to us. So I would delete that. But in doing this, I felt this was, because no matter what option you chose, it was still within the parameters of the law in the legislature. So all of it, no matter how you did with the options, was it's safe to approve.
The only thing I want to look at or maybe read over later, I need to discuss it to me afterwards, is the AI policy. You know, because that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, that was one of the big ads. It's a new policy 5505. I can send you all a copy of that.
That'd be
I can
good.
save it.
Because this is new to us this year, so.
Right, correct.
And what about the cash management agreements?
That policy, I didn't have it on here, so it was not for approval. If you noticed that,
It was
because I have to.
highlighted,
Yeah, that's why I highlighted it. I'm glad you pointed that out because I'm not ready to put that one on there. I just added it to my list. PO 661, the one I just gave you. I added that because I was finalizing everything today.
Is that what is also going on with like the circus animals and you had one in green for transportation?
Send transportation for permitted or for.
Yeah, that was a duplicate. That's why it was.
That was redundant. We already had it somewhere else.
In the use of service animals, they changed that. And I just want you to know because our policy did have use of service animals, but they changed the verbiage to animals on school property. And the reason why they did that is because, you know, in biology classes and some elementary, where they might have a hamster or they have like
That's good.
Jackie Robinson has snakes and turtles and
Right.
lizards and all that. So they, the legislature changed that to contain all animals on school property.
So again, as it stands, what we'd be doing would be approving these policies as they're presented right now. Does anybody want a chance to go over these?
No, I just think he's gonna send us all a copy of the AI policy, so we're all.
And then too, also, if we pass these now,
If you want to approve all of it, 5505,
Okay.
then after I put that on for next week, if you want to amend your motion.
make that amendment.
Yeah, I'll amend my motion to exclude 5505 until we get a chance to review the policy.
The motion is for all with the exception of PO 5505. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? That carries unanimously. Brings us to item D. Mike Berner, Director of Assessment of all NCP, et cetera. The two items under item D. Motion for both, discussion on either. Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Item E, or James Principal Burkhardt requests the three items listed under item E. Motion for all three, discussion on any of them. Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously. Item F, Marshall Principal Jefferson Intermediate requests four items listed under item letter F. Motion for all, discussion on any of them. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously. Item G, Kelly Smith, Director of Child Nutrition Health Services and High Ferry Coordinator requests the four items under letter G. Motion for all, discussion on any of them. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously.
Good job, Kelly. Button that.
Item H, letter H, the Fire Chief School Business Official requests three items under item H. Motion to approve all. This is the point at which our delegate earlier may have something to say. Alex, this is the part where we provide the book by library with money. So is there anything you'd like to say?
No, unless you guys have any questions
Okay.
regarding it.
Okay. So we have a motion, we do have a motion, yeah. Discussion on any of the three. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried unanimously. Item I, Steve Mitchell, maintenance shop foreman, request acceptance of bids received from the following renovations for the LLC at Brooke High School. Motion for all. Discussion. I did have a question on this. I talked to Dr. Cook earlier, just so that it's for transparency. My question was, my understanding would be that when we move a person to the ALC, part of the intent is to move them from who they would ordinarily associated with. And so how would this treat them separately?
Well, and Steve could probably go over the dynamics of the construction process, but we will have key fob doors that will be installed where only folks from the ALC will be there. So it will be isolated in a certain area over by the student health clinic. So Steve, would you like to add anything to that?
Yeah, back in the 400 area, it's room like 412, 13, 14. There's a small faculty there. We are going to cut in an outside door so that they'll have their own entrance. And within that small faculty, there will be a principal's office and then a hallway where the kids can come in. So as they're coming in, his office is right there with the glass window, and he can watch the kids come through or either go out and, visually watch them walk through. And then the 3 classrooms will be divided into 2 so that they're going to end up with like 6 classrooms. And then down from the Change Incorporated doors, there will be a set of metal doors on key fobs so that the only way that you can get in is with your key fob. So they will be separated from the general population of the school.
So the restroom will be there that will be used for those students. So
The
door will be on that side.
Correct. The door will be there. They'll have their own set of restrooms.
Right.
Their own outside entrance. And then
I was wondering about that
classroom.
entrance into the building. That was my
we're gonna cut one in for them, and it'll be, you can walk under the wellness area under the awning and go right in that way.
You just brought up another question too. I just thought of this I know we usually have a minimum of 25 students at maximum would probably be 60 on a really bad year.
That would be probably a little bit high, maybe 50 at tops.
So something that Steve mentioned there with the principal's office, with so few students and it being located at a school that's already got 4 principals, could that possibly eliminate the principal's position and have one of those principals?
Well, we can't talk about that. That would be determined ahead of time. Well, but that is something that.
Okay, all right. I mean, because my terminology was possible, not what it. So
yeah.
Okay. All right.
And 2, it would, because we do have transportation that takes kids over. They were doing some of the CTE courses, and so this would save on that transportation. Also, with food services, we wouldn't have to deliver food services over there. Kelly could take care of them at the building. They could have a separate lunchtime, or more than likely they will eat in the classroom, but it's right there, so we don't have to worry about that schedule. During personnel season, we'll have to look at that route because that can help us out with some bus routes as well. So, and not to mention the cost savings on some of those repairs that can take place over there at the old Willisburg building.
That building's not been sold yet, right?
Correct, it is. Yeah, nothing really is final until
Because I had a phone
see
call
what
about
happens.
that. Somebody was going around town saying that it was sold, and
Yes.
this one woman.
Yeah, I had a couple of texts about it too, and said it was sold. I said, no, it hadn't even been put up for, at that point, it hadn't even been put up for auction
And this
yet.
person had called me and I said, listen, it has to come before the board, and we've not heard anything. So
Yeah.
that's not true. She's just.
Well, it is advertised now for the public auction. The auction is on August 4th
August 4th,
at
4
4 p.m.
o'clock.
That's what I
And-
told her.
Yeah, we'll have it over there. So, but it's advertised now. And so we'll, I guess, until we see, what happens on the 4th, because we've been through this before with buildings, and sometimes, you don't get an active bidder. So, we'll keep you posted on how it goes, most definitely, because any bid that we receive at that auction, we have to bring to the board, before anything can be done.
That's the point I was going to say.
So, yes.
I have a question. Since they changed things for elementary school students with behaviors and going, will they be serviced at the ALC, or will they be in their own individual schools? Have you
Well,
decided?
That's a discussion that we're having with Brittany. I know we've been talking to Brittany about it and Lori about the elementary ALC. That's still to be determined. The way I envision it, though, is more than likely that'll have to be at the individual school, the young ones. But we'll have to do it case by case just to kind of see what, is best for the kid.
Did we look at other alternatives? Maybe this was just the idea we were going to go with.
This was probably for a permanent fix. This was the best because we have room at the high school to do it. We get rid of a surplus building, and we make enough, hopefully, to at least pay for some of the changes that we were doing. But that's kind of been the plan as we've talked this over since it's been over there. We had talked about the possibility of eventually moving to the high school. Right.
All right, is there any other questions on this request? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously. Item J, Brittany Cover, Director of Special Ed Student Services, School Improvement Request. 6 items under item J, or letter J. Motion to approve all discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously. Item K, approval of superintendent recommendations, use of facilities. That's right, say that we had this one. Budget supplements and transfers. I was gonna say numbers either, right?
Yes, change the fiscal year.
Right. Lastly, tell me you have no bills.
We have
Let's do it, bills.
We have bills.
We have bills.
Approval of superintendent recommendation for the payment of current bills, item M.
You forgot bills.
Motion,
It's a big page.
motion to, is there, all in favor say aye. Opposed, that carries unanimously. I just thought you were on a roll there.
No.
Brings us to, new business personnel. I do have names to read into the record, please. Will, the first one is assistant boys soccer coach, number, posting P1740. Is that the name Connor Govey, Govey? Under professional posting number P1747, assistant boys basketball coach. Is that the name David Wilkinson? Under service personnel posting S1444, early childhood pastoring assistant teacher. Is that the name Rachel Hawthorne? And lastly, under requirements and resignations, speech language pathologist resignation effective immediately. Please add the name Maddie, Maddie, Auten, Auten. And that concludes the additions. Motion to approve all. Discussion.
I just want to ask about the third positions for the bus operators. Is that new positions or just vacancies?
Well, they're going to be, we have no substitutes at this time. So these 4 are actually in our classes now that are going to be graduating, so say past the course. So we have thoughts along the line of hiring them full time to fill those roles because we just can't. If we don't have them, we're not going to have routes when the school year starts. We know two of them are gonna end up filling a position, we have two retirees that are coming in December, so kind of feel like if we hire them now, maybe we'll have better luck than wait.
Plus, those are they're so hard to keep them in that training. And the more that we have, the better off we're going to be, because we have a few others, because we got two that drive long-term sub. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ronnie, but we got two that do long-term sub. And if they decide they don't want to do it, then we're stuck with two positions. And so these two that come in, they could be itinerant and they can float, but they'll be able to fill in when we don't have people to drive. So, and because when we have, people out, we have to use the mechanics to drive, or Ronnie to drive. The mechanics really have a lot to do with all the keeping with the inspections of the buses and stuff like that. And so that actually could save us some money in the long run, because you wouldn't have to do that overtime for those, or have them come in on Saturday to finish the work because of driving the bus. So it's more of a cost-effective thing and personnel thing that we're thinking.
Any other questions on personnel? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries unanimously. Concludes that part. To the rest of the reports and closing remarks, combine the two as we often do. Sometimes in the best thing.
Just congratulations to all the kids that came in. This is baseball and softball.
Right.
Track too.
Yeah. Same thing, and the record reports are always good, and I got a text message from Shelby Miller. Is that Miller? The dance team might be back. The girls crushed it at camp this week, and they're bringing back multiple trophies. We represented Brooke very well, so I want to share that. Just got it today. It's wonderful.
Yeah, congratulations to all the athletes. It's a great seasons, and also glad to get the public support for the library, the public library.
Welcome back, Kelly. Congratulations to Peter in the business office. Fourth year perfect audit. That's good. And Connor Ray went to the National Math Field Day.
Thank you. Yeah, good pickup on there on the Dean's office. With that report. All right, good.
Nothing for me, sir.
Nothing for you?
Yes, sir.
Maybe about 5 seconds. Right?
No, sir.
Try to get 3 seconds.
No, I
We have no information items tonight. No policies to review. Miscellaneous announcement is that the next regular scheduled meeting is Monday, July 28th, at 5 o'clock in this location. We have a motion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. We are adjourned.
was just going to say welcome back
We're
to
adjourned.
Kelly.